They took credit for my work in front of everyone. The idea was mine. The research, the late nights, the countless drafts, all of it. But in that big meeting, my boss presented it as his own. There was no mention of my name, no acknowledgement of my contribution. As the room filled with applause, I just sat there, completely silent. A hot wave of anger washed over me. My hands clenched into fists under the table, and my mind was racing with 1,000 things I wanted to shout. I wanted to stand up, to correct him, to defend myself and claim what was rightfully mine. But I didn't. Instead, I made a different choice. I decided to pay attention. I watched him closely as he fielded questions from the team and senior leadership. I observed how he stumbled when asked for specific details, how he expertly dodged the technical aspects he didn't understand. I could hear the subtle uncertainty creeping into his voice, the slight hesitation that betrayed his lack of true ownership. It was in those small moments that the first cracks began to appear. I didn't need to create a scene. His own performance was doing the work for me. After the meeting, something interesting happened. A few colleagues approached me privately, not in a big group, but one by one. They had questions. Specific, detailed questions that the presentation had failed to answer. They knew I had been deeply involved, and they came to me for the real information. I didn't complain or gossip about what had just happened. I just answered their questions calmly and clearly. I walked them through the data, explained my reasoning, and provided the context they were missing. Each quiet conversation was like planting a seed of truth. In the weeks that followed, the project started to move forward, or at least it was supposed to. But problems began to surface almost immediately. Decisions stalled because the person in charge couldn't provide the necessary insights. Key details were missing, and progress ground to a halt. The leadership team grew concerned. They started asking for the original documentation, the research notes, the early drafts, anything that could get the project back on track. This was my moment. But not for a dramatic confrontation. I gathered everything I had, my original drafts with their timestamps, the long email threads detailing my progress, the research files. I shared it all without making any accusations, without a single emotional comment. I just presented the facts, plain and simple. I let the evidence speak for itself. The truth didn't come out in a huge explosion or a dramatic office showdown. It surfaced quietly, piece by piece, as people connected the dots on their own. Slowly but surely, the real story became clear to everyone who mattered. Credit for the project was officially corrected, responsibilities were reassigned, and I was put in a position to lead the work I had started. No grand public apology was ever offered, and honestly, I didn't need one. My victory wasn't about hearing him say sorry. It was about proving that my work stood on its own. In the end, my silence wasn't a sign of weakness. It was a strategy. It didn't erase the truth. It just gave it the space and time it needed to be seen by everyone. Sometimes the most powerful response is not a loud protest, but the quiet, undeniable weight of your own competence and integrity. Thank you for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more.